Okay, we're going to talk about Associated's newest platform, and that's the chassis that comes under the PRO SC10, the Reflex DB10, which is what I got here, and the new trophy wrap. There's been a lot of speculation about this being a rehash of the old SC10.3, which I'm here to tell you it's not. They recently uploaded the manuals for all these cars on the website, so you can literally go page by page and compare the vehicles. This chassis is a lot like the SC5M, except it's not a mid-engine, it's a rear engine, or rear motor I should say. I know everybody's wanting to take a good look at this this new chassis, so I'm going to do my best to try and give you an up close look as best I can. Let me move this thing in some brighter light so I can get better. Hopefully you can see that. Turn this. You see the steering rack there. The angle on the steering rack where the ball studs mount there, the steering rack is identical to the SC5. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the wheels off too, so you guys can see the majority of the suspension on this. Plenty of room for a hard pack lipo in there. Yeah, it's a little dusty and dirty. I've been running the piss out of this thing, beating on it pretty good, and nothing is bent or broke. It's pretty solid. I'm real happy with it. Put it back on the stand and get the wheels off, and we'll take a closer look at the hub carriers and that type of thing. Alright, this uses the same style of the hub carriers and axles, and everything is pretty much identical to the SC5. I'm sure it's not the same type of composite material. Doesn't share the same part numbers. But from looking at the diagrams on the manuals and stuff, these parts are virtually identical, so they're definitely based off of the SC5. The arms are the basic same type setup you have with the SC5. The only difference I've noticed from looking at the manuals is the SC5 arms have an extra mounting hole for the shocks in the bottom. The rear hub carriers. Yeah, I know it's dirty, but like I said, I've been running the piss out of this thing. Same difference with the rear arms. There's an extra mounting hole in the arm for the shock absorber. On the SC5, this has just got the 2 in it. Captured hinge pins. CV axles on it, no dog bones, CV axles. And this little bin on the back. People have been speculating it's for a wheelie bar or something. No, that's part of the mounting system, so you can put the short course rear bumper on this. Something that I thought was neat in the packaging is the DB10 has this skid plate bumper in the front. In the packaging, there is the, there you can see it. There's a little skid plate that comes on the trophy wrap, and I'm sure the trophy wrap packaging includes this skid plate this bumper if you want to put it on. And another thing I thought was pretty cool is this front body mount is pretty narrow, so in the bag they include a front body mount to be able to mount a short course truck body on this thing. You have to reuse your body posts, but I think it's nice that they gave you the mount if you want to put a truck body on these. The only thing they didn't give you is the bumper assembly for the back. I've already done my first modification to this, which was on the body, and I'll show you the before and after on the little mod I did on the body. I'll be posting some more videos on this car as I upgrade it and do different things to it. These factory tires, they look good. The wheels, I like the wheels, but these tires, they're fair to piss poor for the most part. Very big air gap in there on the foams. Traction on a slick surface, if there is none. In grass and dirt and that kind of stuff, they're good for throwing roosters and that kind of stuff, but as far as getting actual bite, they don't do a whole lot. So these tires are going to have to be replaced. And I may take these off of these wheels and glue on some new tires on these wheels, or I may get some different wheels altogether. I'll probably get a different setup for when I'm running short course with a truck body, which is the other part of the purpose of buying this. Is I wanted to have a dual purpose vehicle. I wanted to be able to do, you know, run around the yard and play with it and have a good time with it, and I wanted to be able to set it up for the racetrack and race it. I know I'm not going to win a national event or anything like that with this. That'd be foolish to think. But as far as local club races, I don't see why this couldn't be competitive. Alright, I'll get to the modifications on the body then. Here's a shot how the body looks in its original configuration when it comes stock. And I'm going to drop the body down. Because I think it looks just a little bit tall right in the middle to me, at least for this body style. So I'm going to see if I can drop the body down some. Maybe trim it off at the bottom below the chassis. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, I was able to lower the front body mount by about 1/2 inch. And that strip is what I took off of the bottom of the body. And I think that looks a little bit better. Wish I could get one of these bodies in clear so I could do it with a little different setup. Maybe they'll release one. You see the nose of the body comes in just above where the lights mount in the front. I think that looks a little closer to what this is supposed to represent, which is a Class 5 Unlimited Desert Racer. And this will be my bash around the house body.